We are live. First time on StreamYard. So when people come in, you got to let me know what's going on. We are live. Whoa! Everybody's here. It worked. Woo! Yeah. Okay, we passed step one, everybody. First time using StreamYard. I usually use the YouTube on my laptop on Chrome. And so I really appreciate you guys bearing with us. Let's see here. I don't know why I'm yelling. I got to do Command V. I don't know if that's right. Anyway, I'm going to say hey to everybody first, and then we'll figure it out. Hello, Blue Collar Homestead. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Woo, woo. We're all here, and Diesel's going to bark because Daddy walked outside for just a minute. So hopefully we can keep that under control. I shared a link. Hello, Gail. Gail Southern Living in the house. Yeah, Blanche. Because I'm happy. That's right. I'm super happy. Super excited. I got the StreamYard thing to work. The only thing I need to figure out is how to share the link so people can join us and talk. So that's why I said we're testing something new. And I wanted you guys to bear with us because that's the only thing I haven't figured out yet. But at least I got this to work. So loud and clear, everything good, no buffering. Glad to have you guys here. This is pretty exciting. I was going to sit out in the yard tonight, but after I got bit up by mosquitoes feeding the animals tonight, I said, yeah, no, we're doing this from inside the house. So we got our old logo. Whoops, sorry, it's over here. Old logo here. We're working on getting our new logo and getting stuff. Hey, Arizona kid, welcome, welcome. Okay, good. Thank you, Bland's Promised Land Ranch and Blue Collar Homestead. Appreciate the feedback on that. Hey, April. April's in the house. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, exactly, Arizona kid. Another night of lives. That's right, Blands. You were first. You were first. That's the Eric Monica. or what was I calling it? The Monica Eric or something like that. Hey, country mama, how are you? Glad to have you here. All right, let's see. So what I would like folks to help me test out, all right, and we'll get this out of the way in the beginning is can somebody let me know what I need to do to share the link? I shared the link earlier by using an invite, but I don't believe it's the right one because it looks a lot longer than the one I've seen in the chats. So I figure before everybody gets in here, maybe we can figure this out. Anybody have any ideas? I know Gail does this on her Friday night chats. Let's see. Oh, invite a guest to see how this layout is unique. Hit share. Oh, Gail, what would I do without you? Okay, and then it says video file or share screen. As you can tell, I'm a humble person. I don't mind saying I don't know what I'm doing. So let's see, hit share. So, hey, Tom from On the Plant, how are ya? Share screen. Okay. And then it says open. Let's see here. I hope you guys can still see me. And I appreciate your patience. Please don't check out because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure this out so we can get this going on. Okay, so I hit share. And it says video file or share screen. So I'm open for some feedback on how to do this right. Let's see. Bear with me, folks. That's why I said bear with me in the... Oh, hit invite. Copy to clipboard. And then put it here. Okay, that's what I did earlier. Okay, awesome. Gail, what would I do without you? Everybody, round of applause for Gail, please. Thank you, Gail. Oh, Diesel. Shh. Okay, so I just shared it. So I would love it if somebody would click on that link. Shh, be a good boy. I would love it if somebody could share on that link. Thanks, Blue Collar. And see if that works. And I want to see who comes up here. Arizona Kid, by the way, I caught your live with the giveaway, and I know I missed it because I was working. I just wanted to let you know that that was a short live, but that was fun. I was having so much fun watching the replay, and I didn't even have a chance to watch anything, and I was so excited. I love the way you did it. Great questions. Look who's here. Okay, so can everybody see Country Mama Musings? Let me know. Oh, April's here too. Tell me if you can see them. I just need somebody to tell me. I clicked on the one that says 3 people, and I love that you guys are helping me through this. Whoa, Blue Collar Homestead's here too. Okay, so all I see is me on the screen. I want to know from you guys who are watching, do you see 4 of us? No. Okay, so I'm doing something wrong. Hang on. Trying to work it out. I know I'm trying. All right. Okay, let's see. I really appreciate you guys bearing with me. Okay. So I'm getting, oh, let's see. So what I've got is, well, I see a question that says having issues, and I'm laughing, but because I'm having, oh, there she is. Wait a minute.
There we go.
Whoa, we did it. Great job, everybody. Yep, I got it. Thank you so much. Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you so much for bearing with me because, like I said, first time I've done this, and I'm pretty tech savvy. I'm pretty good at this stuff, but StreamYard is weird. I just get on YouTube. So I want to welcome everybody who's here. Downtown 66, thanks for being here. And everybody else. So we've got Country Mama Musings. Say hello there, my friend. You can talk, you know.
Can you hear me? Yes.
We can hear everybody.
Awesome.
Oh, we got a new one.
Okay, I have a question. I'm hearing two lives. Do I close out of YouTube and keep StreamYard open?
I paused the original live stream.
That's what I did when I was on Gail's.
Okay, I'm closing it out.
Yeah, because otherwise it gets too confusing.
That's better already.
Okay, so Country Mama.
For you.
What's that?
I wore my giraffe shirt for you.
I love giraffes. That's awesome.
Can't see her. There she is. Giraffe.
So, Country Mama, why don't you introduce yourself, and then we're going to have Blue Collar introduce themselves, and we'll get chatting about some stuff.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Alicia with Country Mama Musings. Hobby farm living. I do anything and everything. I think the saying is, how does the saying go? A jack of all trades and master of none. You throw an idea at me, I'll try it at least once, and then pretend I know what I'm doing. So
Gotcha.
gardening, canning, dehydrating, life here on this little farm that we have, crafts, anything weird, stories, tons and tons of stories. And Louie joined me out here today. Louie is my fly. That always, anytime I'm on live, it seems like a fly shows up and tries to fly up my nose, and his name is Louie. So that's me.
Ryan's in the house.
Hello,
Hey, Ryan.
everyone.
Hey, Joey says hello. Did you hear him?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Joey is our
So-
turkey.
How are the baby turkeys doing out in the
Can you give me 5 minutes, please?
outside?
Louie, leave me alone. Baby turkeys and the Keats and one little chick are doing just fine.
Wonderful.
Nervous turkey mama, Lisa.
Awesome. Oh, April joined us too.
Hi, April.
So
Hi.
Blue Collar Homestead, why don't you introduce yourselves and talk about your channel, because you have a great channel.
She's talking to us.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, it was the last time I checked. Did something changed and I didn't know
I
about it?
was half paying attention to our daughter. Well, I don't even know where to start. We grew up around Chicagoland, moved to Tennessee about 4 years ago, and went full country when we got here.
Yeah, we actually live like right next to O'Hare Airport. It's just a mess over there.
When we got here.
They've got keep going.
What's going on there?
Hold on, we got something wrong.
Hold on 1 second. We get some feedback. Does somebody have their YouTube running as well as the StreamYard?
Keep going.
Hold on 1 second.
Just pick one.
Yeah, just pick one.
That's better. I
Okay,
think.
there we go. And can you just take care of these for me? Thank you.
Oh, we got the same problem. Our dog's going nuts too because the
Dog,
kids are out in the
daughter.
backyard. And
Enough.
yeah, there he goes.
And I've got an interrupting turkey.
Yeah, well, the turkey's fine. The dog, Diesel's driving me nuts because Diesel is attached to Ryan at the hip.
I want you guys to know if we all laugh at the same time, Joey will he'll gobble. If everybody laughs, he hears it and he gobbles. It's funny.
That is hilarious.
Awesome.
Did you hear him?
No.
I did.
Oh, I heard.
That's awesome.
That's
That is
funny.
pretty funny. That is funny. Yeah, we moved out to Tennessee like 4 years ago, and we kind of started a little bit of homesteading where we lived right outside Chicago, but we had 4 chickens, and then we ended up grabbing the chickens and all of our stuff and going to Tennessee, where it's a lot less taxes, a lot easier to survive, and a lot less rules.
We started doing meat birds with all those food recalls that were all over the news with the lettuce and the chicken and all that. I said, I'm tired of this. Let's just do our own stuff. So now we're here.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you here tonight.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no problem. And then some of you who've been watching our channel know who April
We need a
is.
moderator to plug everybody's stuff in there.
Yes, you're right, Alicia. Let's see here. Before I go to April.
How to do it.
You think I know? I'll know it for next time. So hang on a minute. I know I have to click their name, so let me just do that. Bland's Promised Land Ranch, would you mind moderating, and maybe Gail's or whoever? I'll just put you guys in there.
Planned once, but I've never done it in something like this.
Okay, I think I'm supposed to click the name.
In YouTube.
On YouTube?
In YouTube, not StreamYard. Click the
Okay.
name through YouTube.
Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to do that here. Thanks for bearing
StreamYard
with
will
us.
ask if you want to block them.
Be right
Okay.
back.
I'm going to let you talk to Ryan for a minute,
Yeah.
and I'm going to put a barking dog away.
Well, thank you all for joining us. Lisa usually runs these things, but I'll do my best. Good to see all of you. Thanks for joining us.
Ryan, are you able to close that door behind you?
Oh, no door.
There's no door. Okay. Just because there's a glare is all.
Oh, okay. So we'll move over a little here.
That way.
Okay.
There. That's much better.
Okay.
I know
Thank you so much.
quality, but it was starting to affect, like I was getting a migraine. Like when a car windshield hits the sun.
Oh my gosh, please, nobody get sick on this, would you?
I guess so. So as I was saying, I think this weekend we have a few plans for some activities around the homestead. We have to finish up working on the pickup. I'll be putting the drive shaft in and stuff tomorrow and loading our water tank. I don't know if we've mentioned it before. It gets dry out here sometimes, and what we do is instead of putting all the pressure on the well, we have a 275 gallon IBC, which is an intermediate bulk container to store water in. And I'll go into town, and it's I think 25 cents 100 gallons, so it's pretty reasonable. So for like $2.50, I fill up that tank. We use that to water the gardens and to water the pigs and for their waller and stuff like that. But I got to get that truck going this weekend.
Yeah.
So that's one of the main things we'll be doing. And we'll probably be moving Sherman.
Yeah.
Moving his house a little bit so he can have the pasture that you've probably seen in some of our previous videos. If you haven't, you can go back. But yeah, we're looking forward to the long weekend and, you know, celebrating our independence and having barbecue. We'll probably meet up with some folks I work with and stuff, and just try to have a good weekend. And I think that's it.
Yeah. So I have a quick question, and I think this should be the last one.
The answer is 42.
Okay. All right. I need to know how to make a moderator from the StreamYard. And the reason why I'm asking is because if I do it from YouTube on my computer, I've got to open a different window. And I don't know if that screws things up. Does it? Because I want to get to April and everybody else.
Hi, April.
She's hidden by a border almost.
All right, hold on. I'm getting rid of her. Not her, but she knows what I mean. We've been friends for a while. She gets it.
It's like the Brady Bunch. You got that little corner there.
Yeah.
We need 3 more people, and we'll have 8 more people.
Okay, hang on.
Am I hogging your space?
No, you're good.
I keep telling Ryan to move over, so don't worry. I'm going to try and open YouTube. I don't know if you guys can still see me.
Yeah.
Are you able to?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to do that now. And then we should be all set. So I really appreciate you guys bearing with us.
Hurry up, we're losing them.
We're losing them. We're losing them. Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? We don't know how to do this either. So this is the first time for us.
I'm learning through you. So
Okay, well, I feel better because like Ryan just gave me the pressure here, and I was like, oh my gosh, he just did that like on YouTube.
No,
I'm sure there's a YouTube video on how to do this.
yeah, right.
yeah,
That should be your next video.
We've never gone live ever. So
No,
this is a first for us to be live on anything. So
I'm a
That's
scaredy
really
cat.
cool. Oh my gosh, the pressure.
oh, it's getting to you, isn't it?
I'm sweating.
I was about
totally-
to ask you if you were sweating.
I'm totally sweating. I'm freaking out because this is live. Okay, hang on a minute. Gail's.
You got this.
There you go. That fixes everything.
Good job, Ryan.
yeah.
No, that's
Oh
true
my
love.
gosh, we're all gone.
No, that's what
Oh no, cancel.
that line "we're losing them" was from one of my favorite movies, Four Christmases.
Oh, I just watched that the other
I
day.
love that. Is
Jesse,
the best movie ever.
There's some chat going on. Can Ryan go into? No, he can't. I was gonna
No,
say, your phone. You can go in from your phone onto YouTube
yeah,
as Yogi Hollow.
yeah.
He can make moderators from the phone or from another laptop.
Okay, well, I got one laptop. Tell me how to do it for my phone, my friend.
I don't know. Somebody says it over in the comments. It says make a mod from phone, Gail said.
Okay.
Here,
You know, if we ever do this, I think we're going to call Country Mama over here and help us.
Usually I'm really
I said I pretend I know what I'm doing. I do know something's crawling on me, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah. Okay. He's in the live stream. Can you do it from the live stream?
If he's logged in under Yogi Hollow Farms, yeah, he should be able to. So he should be able to go into the chat on the live stream, click on somebody, and it should come up saying make moderator.
So click on Gail's. Just pick Gail. Oh, add moderator.
There you go.
Holy crap.
Yeah, Gail Southern Living is now a moderator for your channel.
I didn't know that because I have to be honest. I have the YouTube, app on the phone. Everybody's got all that stuff on the phone. And I've done really well with it. And then it was funny. This was way back in November when we started the channel. And I turned around and I said, I went onto my computer and I went, oh my gosh, there's a whole new world out there. So I haven't really been using the phone for a ton of stuff, but Philip needed to grab a drink.
If you go back in the chat, Lisa, and find that comment that says at Josh the Homestead, hello.
Yep.
Homesteader from Bland's. You click on it again, it'll go away because it's across the screen right now and it's blocking out April.
Okay, Alicia, you told me earlier that you didn't know, and you're the bomb.
I just know this from one. See, now you clicked on a new one. So now you can go down and click on the one where Gail says yay.
Okay, hang on.
Okay. I did.
No.
Oh, I gotta do it here.
Now click
and then hide.
There.
There you go.
Okay.
Hello, April.
Hi. This is Lisa's first day on Earth. So I apologize.
Fine.
Now that we got that out of the way, that was why I posted, please bear with us. We're testing something new. So you all knew in advance. I had no idea what I was doing.
We've all been warned.
All right. April is now going to talk about herself.
Oh, gosh.
How do you know us, April?
So Lisa and I'm in North Carolina, and Lisa and I met through work. So she actually came to work about 5 months after I started working at a substance abuse and mental health facility here in Asheville, North Carolina. She was a supervisor for a community-based mental health team doing clinical work, and I was in HR. So we had a lot of interactions. Unfortunately, the running joke was always that Lisa's nickname was the Terminator, because she had a lot of problem people. Obviously, since we worked together so much, we became, pretty good friends outside of work. She moved on to a different job outside of the same company, so we were able to really interact a lot more. And then, sadly for me, she moved to South Dakota a little over a year ago, and I made my first trip out there at the end of April for my birthday this year. That was my birthday trip. I was supposed to go last year after she moved, but COVID happened, so I didn't go. So I spent 8 or 9 days there.
10.
Probably. Yeah, it was a long time because
11. Remember,
I had some flight issues trying to get back to North Carolina. The Sunday I was supposed to fly back. There were storms all over everywhere, and I couldn't get a flight out really anywhere. So I ended up flying out on Monday. I think it took me about 10 hours to get all the way back to North Carolina because I had to change planes twice. There were delays. There were still storms. But it is not going to deter me from going out there again, for sure.
Yep. Trying to get April to move out here.
April, what day is your birthday in April?
April 22nd.
I'm the 21st.
Ah, very close.
And I always wondered why my mother didn't name me April.
So I've always joked with my mom, just because I have red hair and pale skin, and my brother and sister both have brown hair, and they do not have pale skin. So they tan very easily. I burn. So I've always joked about being the milkman's baby. I'm not. I look like my mom. I really do. And my dad some too. But so, you know, I was like, so why did you name me April? And she's like, well, you were actually an accident. So there you go. I mean, you know, obviously she's joking with me, but it was pretty comical at the time. I was like, thanks. I feel very loved. But I have two other siblings. I have an older brother and an older sister. My sister's about 5 years older than me. My brother's 2 years older than me. And we have a very tight-knit relationship. And I have a what I call might as well be husband, because we celebrated our anniversary last week and we've been together for 11 years. So we're basically married. It's just not on paper.
Right. That's right. And if you guys remember, April was out on one of our live streams when she was out here. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Gail
Lisa
Southern
convinced
Living-
me to do it.
Yeah. Gail Southern Living is enjoying some rum chata. Oh, Ryan's back. So we
Yeah,
got to
I'm
move
back.
it the opposite. Wait a minute. We got to move the opposite way. There we go.
Yeah.
So what's going on, everybody? What's the plans for the weekend?
We have a barbecue.
Barbecue, pool, a little work on the house, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Might take my Mustang out for a spin.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
What kind of Mustang do you have?
I got a 91 5-liter notchback. It's got nitrous. It's got a gear. It's got a cam. It's got all kind of stuff on it. My wife actually bought that for me when we were dating. God, that was back in 97?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 97.
I used to have a 2006 convertible GT.
Ooh.
But we sold
Those
it
are
when
nice,
we moved
too.
to Iowa.
You know, at one time we had 3 Mustangs. I had a 2001 GT. I bought brand new, a yellow one, fully loaded. She had a white one, the 6-cylinder model. Then, of course, I had my 91.
Yeah.
So it was interesting living in northern Illinois with that, because, I mean, when it would snow, I would literally get out of my driveway and get stuck in front of the mailbox and just give up for the day.
Yeah.
That's why we sold it when we moved out here. I figured there was no sense in having a convertible Mustang in the middle of Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now we're in Tennessee. I still have the old one. That one, well, I kind of promised that one to our daughter. I says if she gets good grades and stays out of trouble, when she graduates high school, I'll give her the car. She can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes it, so why not?
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
see,
cool.
Lisa, when you highlighted on that comment from April,
Yep.
I thought that was nice because that just kind of let everybody know why she's not on the screen anymore.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
that was a really good plug.
Thank you. Yeah, she was texting me and I was like,
I'm going to exit out of here and I'm going to write about how wonderful I am. And then you
Okay.
put that across there and then I'll come back in.
okay, sounds like a plan. We'll have Erica and
Do
I'm
it.
sorry,
I kinda think
Erica
it's cool.
and Monica. That's what I do
Yeah.
every time.
Well, what are you guys going to do in
Names
South
for
Dakota?
blue collar. I'm sorry, we're both talking. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No, let her go. You go ahead.
What are your names?
I'm Tim.
I'm Trinity.
Tim and Trinity. I'll try to remember that. Lisa knows I'm bad with names. It'll take me a little while.
That's
So
okay.
are we. So
Yeah.
no
Well,
problem.
Tim, you were saying what we do in South Dakota. Well, you like Ford Mustangs. I have a weakness for 90s model Dodge pickups. What we do in South Dakota. Well, you like Ford Mustangs. I have a weakness for
You don't say.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Hey, Eric, you got YouTube in the background?
Can you hear me? Oh,
There
Yeah,
you go.
I
Okay,
just
sorry.
paused it. I'm playing too.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I have a 92 Dodge 250 Cummins diesel that I picked up last year, but I've always had I've always liked that year truck. It's probably the last year Dodge made a truck.
Well, the Cummins diesel's the best diesel engine probably out there. So, I mean, that's everybody buys those trucks for that motor, you know.
Yeah, so
Those are good engines.
yeah, so that's what all we've done out here is had pickups because of the weather. We went ahead and we had in North Carolina, we had a Volvo sedan, and we went and we sold that, and now we just have two pickups.
I can see that being up there in South Dakota. But we're in Tennessee now, so it snows once every couple of years.
Yeah.
I got an F-150, and she drives a Lincoln Town Car, so I mean it's
yeah.
That's
what
of course Mustang.
When we were in Western North Carolina, because originally we had moved from Connecticut, and I had a two-wheel drive Dodge pickup, and that's fine for anywhere in those areas.
Yeah.
But once we moved out here, we saw the need for four-wheel drive.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah. Lisa has a much longer commute than I do.
Yeah, I drive it's about 50 minutes. I drive to Rapid City, so I drive up there, and so now I'm driving. I got rid of my car because I had a car in North Carolina, and we used to live outside of Asheville in a rural part of the area, and then we moved out here, and it was really nice to drive across country in my car. Then we got out to South Dakota, and quite honestly, it is similar to living like we did in Connecticut. And the reason why I say that is, you know, it's a state that's used to the storms. It's a state that, you know, has the equipment to clean roads and all of that. So we had no problem getting rid of my car. So that's what's really cool about it. So we recently sold my car, and we ended up, I'm driving Ryan's old truck now. And then he's got the old Dodge, if you've guys seen our posts or our videos, which we usually pick up feed with. And then he's got work trucks that he has access to. So that makes it kind of easy. So that's what I did. So that's what I kind of drive that stuff. I want to, before I get on to Eric at Bland's, I just want to look at the comments for a minute, because I see Kitchen Garden Therapy came in. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Gail's is here. Gail's Southern Living. Arizona Kid, which is Philip. We're talking about drink names in the chat. I'm game. You know, just no pew-pews, apparently. And for those of you who watched live last night, you know what I mean. Censorship is at its finest there. And yeah.
We know how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit much. Trying to figure out how to go back up to the chat, because it's hard once it goes by. So I'm going to get better at looking at it. I know Lisa Colovi's here. A lot of the folks on the screen are here. So Erica.
I saw that.
Oh, poor Eric. I'm so sorry. That's what I do every week. I call you guys Erica instead of Eric and Monica. So Bland's Promise Ranch, tell us what you got going on your channel.
Oh, well, first of all, thank you for having me. If I go in and out, it's because live in the middle of nowhere, it seems like, even though I really don't. But the Wi-Fi out here is horrific. So anyway, for those who don't know, I put Erica, not because it's my real name. My real name is Eric, and my wife's name is Monica. And so in all these chats, nobody knows if it's me or Monica. So she just started referring to me. That's actually what you called me, was Erica, which is our mashup name, I guess, technically.
Can I stick with that? Because I really like it.
You're not the first, I'll put it that way. Went back. What was that, back in the 90s or early 2000s, when the mashups for all the star couples? Yeah, that's how it kind of came about.
That's cool. So tell us about your amazing channel.
Yeah, so we actually started our channel originally because we are not farmers by coming up as kids. We were just suburban kids, and we moved out into the middle of nowhere. We started running animals because we knew we wanted to live off the land, but we didn't know how to do it. So we were YouTube farmers, learning how to do everything from chickens, ducks, rabbits, pigs, and cattle. And along the way, we found that there were certain things that we couldn't find on YouTube. So I actually had a cow that went down, and I had to figure out how to get her on her feet. And that's how what pushed me over the edge of just starting a channel. And so a lot of our stuff, we try to make it entertaining, but also educational. so that people who are trying to find a one-stop shop, so to speak, can go on there and see a little bit of everything that we do.
Great job. Great job. You have a great channel too.
Appreciate it. Oh, by the way, did you see the one we dropped today where I measured the pig?
No, I did not. I will watch that tonight. I have to admit I'm a little behind on videos, so I apologize. It was a really long week at work. Thankfully it's over, but I did see that it dropped and I'm like, "Ooh, I got to check it out." I do have one question on that though.
Yeah.
So we had talked on another live about having concern about measuring Sherman, because the Cooney pigs, right? They're not like them big commercial hogs where they're huge. You know, Maggie and Winston are huge. You know that they weigh a lot. Whereas the Cooney pigs, if you saw our video where we moved the girls, I almost dropped Eleanor. I was so afraid I was going to drop her because she was almost 50 pounds. And then I thought I caught Ryan's arm in the, I thought her leg was caught in the fence. It was Ryan's arm. So, oh well. But, but that, I mean, I just can't believe how dense they are. So anyway, long story short, we have the hog measure tape and we used it. And I think we finally got it figured out because there's small, medium, and large hogs. And it's based on, what is it, body length and stuff like that.
Yeah, so this video, I actually had you in mind when I was, so for if you've seen it, then I'm not ruining the surprise. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. But the thumbnail, it says a free gift. What is it? And it actually was a hog. It was a show hog that we had picked up, and she's severely overweight. And so in order for me to try to figure out where I need to get her so she can be a good breeder, I had to get her weight. And so just so you know, she's very long and very large. So her girth was about 60 inches.
Wow.
So the way that and the reason why I was asking if you've seen that, because like I said, when I was doing it, I was thinking of you, and I show how I get the measurement on a pig that size. And I also put the mathematical equation there in the description and show it on the screen as well.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see it because I really need that. So for those of you who don't know what it is, this is a hog tape. It smells like a hog. I will tell you that right now. And so what our concern was, wait, go this way. What our concern was is it says it weighs hogs from 125 to 260. So if anyone's watched our channel, how much do you think Sherman weighs?
Which one is Sherman again?
He's the ginger and black boar.
He's the Cooney, though?
Cooney, yep.
I'll let somebody else guess because, yeah. Anybody?
Yeah, I'm going to see if somebody guesses. Okay, Gail said 350. I'm going to go a few more guesses because 350 is a bit high for him. Lisa Colovi said 75. Arizona Kid said 350. I'll take one more guess. He's a little guy.
I don't know how to comment. Do I go on our private?
If you, you switch back over to the other tab.
Okay, I'm just
where
gonna throw
I think that was you that said you hit pause on the other live stream, right?
Okay, here.
But the feed is still running for comments, so you can toggle between the tabs.
Well, I was just talking to Ryan, and let's see. We got some more guesses. We got 200 from Philip, Arizona Kid, 175 from Gail Southern Living, and 300 from Kitchen Garden Therapy. He's about 125.
Oh, I was wrong too.
125. So this is what amazes me is when I look at Maggie and Winston, which are the darker colored hogs that we have. They're brother and sister, and Winston is obviously a castrated male. And so we've kept them together because they're going to be our meat pigs. And Ryan, what are they weighing? They were both over 200, but at least when you look at them, they're big. Then you got Sherman, who's like this tight little compact package, and he's 125.
That was my first guess. I knew I should have said that.
Yeah. Eleanor is about 45 to 50 pounds. We figure probably closer to 50. And Fiona's got to be about, did we say 25, 30? She's almost 35 pounds. Fiona was the little tiny one we had, and Ryan weighed her by holding her. So, because she's so tiny.
They're just a couple months old now, right? Like,
so let's see. Fiona, we got her in, I got to think for a minute. So Fiona was beginning of May, and she was about a month and a half old. And so she's about, what, 3 months old now. And then Eleanor is a month and a half older.
okay.
Than Fiona. What happened was we had put a deposit on Fiona, gonna name her Eleanor, because that was the one we wanted. And then what happened was the breeder said she's way too tiny to register. She'll probably grow up just fine, but she doesn't meet breed standard. And I said, I can't leave her there. So I said, well, you said you had another one you're hanging on to. So I said, could we take the other one? And she said, oh, you're just as bad as me. Yes, you can have her.
Nice.
So the one that we have, Eleanor is our registered one. So.
Okay.
Well, we talked about doing pigs, but
yeah.
I'll have to tell you, this is kind of funny. We cram all this stuff in on like a little under half an acre. So I'm honestly getting into push mower territory, like my riding lawn tractor. I'm running out of grass fast. I got so many things going on. There's no more room.
Even though we just got a brand new tractor.
Yeah, we got a brand new tractor for doing things, but it's like, I need more land. But right now prices are astronomical. So I'm just going to sit back and wait and see what happens. But yeah, we're getting into push mower territory. I'm starting to run out of yard.
That's a terrible problem to have.
I know, right?
Country Mama, how many acres you have out there on the farm?
4.87.
Okay, and Erica, how many acres you have?
We have we have where I live. We have 10.
Nice.
One of the things I found that may be helpful for some folks. I'm sorry, with blue collar. What were the names again?
I'm Tim, and this is Trinity.
Okay, very nice. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
one
you.
of the things I do, so we raise and sell grass-fed beef, and one of the things that I started doing was finding people that were out cutting their grass, especially large acres, and offering to put a fence on it and then partner with them and put a fence up, put cows on it. They get ag exempt, and you get free grass.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I actually have, so if you watch some of the videos that I do, a lot of times I'll reference partners that I have, and that's who that is. We have 3-4 different locations that we work with. And some of the guys, we just teach them how to run cattle. And then one plot in particular, right now I'm working off of 15 acres with the front section, but he's got about 45 in the back that I have to check the fences on, and then I can utilize that area as well. And a lot of people, especially older folks, love the idea of having ag exempt, but also they love to see cattle just kind of grazing through their pasture.
That's a great idea.
That is a great idea. And I've been trying to look into, so how do you do the ag exempt? Because I think a lot of people want to know that.
Well, it's all going to depend. I mean, even here in Texas, it differs from county to county as to how many acres you have to go into ag exemption. Some of them also dictate like how many animals you have to have per acre. And so the county that I'm in, you have to have a minimum of 3 acres. And then on that 3 acres, you have to have at least 2 cows. So one thing to be mindful of when you're doing, especially when you're doing large animals like that, is to figure out, and you can usually figure this out from like old farmers and stuff at feed stores, or you can just go online and start looking around a little bit, doing research. But usually they have a certain amount of acres per large stock animal. So like the area that I live in, the northeast area of Texas, they say 2 acres per cow, a full grown cow. And so that way you don't necessarily have to feed them hay and stuff if you rotate them and take care of the grass and stuff properly. A lot of times people put so many cows on a small plot that they just eat it down, and then you have to feed them hay. So you're actually losing money instead of gaining.
Yeah, that could get expensive.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. We're on, in fact, I'm going to get a book. If you guys could give me 1 second, I'm going to get you a book that is going to be your best friend since you're living on half an acre, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
I'll take a picture of it.
There you go. Hey, we tried to buy land from the guy behind us, but he's an old timer. He's like 83, and he's I'm just going to hang on to it. So it's whatever. I had to ask.
Well, a lot of times you can even older people, they don't want to give up the land, but they would be more than happy to lease it or just have somebody maintain it. And so sometimes the older folks that I've gone in and talked to, the selling point to them is my willingness to maintain the fence line. And so a lot of times, especially older folks, they just don't have enough energy anymore to really keep it up. And so, again, for them to be able to continue to claim ag exempt and somebody's maintaining the fence line for them at their cost, it's a win-win for them.
Yeah, I can see that. This guy's got to have, I think, 40 or 50 cows back there and probably about 12 or 15 horses.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there all the time, and his son lives down the street, and he's got 50 acres. So, I mean, and his fence is fairly new. So, I mean, he's got things all running smoothly, I guess you could say. Yeah. But you never know. Leasing a couple acres from him might be an idea. Maybe I should talk to him about that. That would be great if I could lease a few acres right behind my house. I mean, he won't sell it to me, but if I can rent it from him, I would do that.
Yeah.
What's acreage going for in Iowa, Alicia?
I haven't paid attention. I don't know.
Okay.
I know that housing has gone up quite a bit, but for out here, it didn't move for years and years, and all of a sudden it is. But I haven't paid attention to the acreage.
Okay. How about in Tennessee?
Well, let me tell you, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
You'll see a guy selling an acre for $5,000, and then down the street, another guy's got an acre and he wants $30,000. So
yeah,
it's all over the place. Prices are definitely way up right now. And my thinking is this whole thing's going to come crashing down like it did before.
Well, we heard on average it's about $4,000 an acre. But I don't know if it depends on the type of acre that you're looking into.
You got to watch it for floodplains and, all kinds of different things. But some of the land's not buildable. And if you can't build a house or a barn on it, it's pretty much, pasture land, and that's it.
Right. Lisa Colovi was saying everything is so expensive right now. And I know Kitchen Garden Therapy was talking about they live in Chicago right now, and it's not possible, but they hope to move in the future and get started in this lifestyle. Eric, what's going on in Texas with the land prices, acreage?
Well, I'm sure everybody knows Texas is a hot spot right now for outsiders, if you will, flooding Texas. And so, especially in the Northeast area where the Dallas DFW region is becoming very, very expensive. I'm right on the cusp on a county line where everybody's trying to get out of one county because of all the taxes and the fact that it's becoming more rural, more of a suburban atmosphere. And now they're coming over into my county. So I have, I think like 100 acres that just went up for sale for them to put about 400 homes in there, and another 75 acres that's getting ready to go as well. So where I am, it's about 10,000 an acre. If I want to get a little bit cheaper, I got to move north, probably towards Oklahoma.
Gotcha. Yeah, the land prices towards the central part of the states is a much different picture. I know Ryan was saying, well, it's about that here, but I know that I've seen a lot of things for anything from 15 to 35,000 an acre. I saw a couple posts that were 35,000 an acre, and that's because we're a tourist town. Right now, I mean, town goes from 5 cars to 3,000. For some of you who are on our Instagram chat, the campgrounds tonight were so packed that I saw several campgrounds that I passed on the way home from work literally took fields and roped them off and added camping spots because they're lined up.
I saw that.
Yeah, for the and it's incredible. And so the land prices are really high right now. So, looking for land around this area, I've talked about it on our lives before. The hardest part about it is if you want to get closer to town, which we do, and you want to get no covenants, which means you can do what you want on it. That means that you pay a high price for it. If you want to go, 25 miles from here, I can get land real cheap, and but it may not have water, may not have access to a well. So I have to have a cistern, and I have to, drag in water. And with animals, I worry about that.
Yeah.
The other thing is I'm already working an hour away from home. I don't want to add on another half hour and make it an hour and a half each way, because I'm spending 20 hours a week commuting as it is. So,
well, let me tell you, living up north, I used to drive into Chicago for work.
Yep.
When it would snow, the traffic was so bad, you couldn't even go fast enough to crash.
Yeah.
I mean,
you had to go.
There's cars running out of gas. But I mean, it would take an hour drive, would take 6 hours to get home. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
On days like that, we can stay home.
Well, I tried to.
Things are so expensive up there. If you take a day off, it'll take you a month to catch up on your bills, So
True. But we're on a gravel road, so there's been times where we've had blizzards where we don't even see a plow or another human being for 8 days.
Yeah, last time it snowed here, it took 4 days before a plow came out. We have 4 snow plows for the entire county.
Yeah, and we're not used to that, because in Chicago, everything's like, nope, you got to come to work, you got to go to the store, you got to, you know what I mean?
Nothing
life
stops.
doesn't stop, but here, like when it snows and it's just a sprinkle, it's the whole town shuts down and people are running to the stores to buy all the eggs and the milk. And I'm like, it's just a dusting. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, Andale Homestead in the Colony came in, another great channel. I wanted to welcome her. And we got a lot of folks on the chat there too, who are just doing a great job. But yeah, when I lived in North Carolina, I think they were always amazed, because when it snowed, I made it to work. And I used to say, and and we did a lot of, like April was saying earlier, we did a lot of community driving around. So I was up in a Tennessee border county. I don't mind saying it. I was in Mitchell County in North Carolina, and I used to drive down to Buncombe County every day. And the good part about it was I stopped in all the counties along the way. So for my job, and that was pretty cool, but I remember plenty of days where, they were predicting a big storm, and a week ahead of time, my employees were saying, "Are we working next week?" And I said, "Yeah." But yeah, they just don't have the capacity to be able to take care of the snow. You know what I mean? And that's understandable, because they don't have it. But back to what Country Mama was saying, I remember we had a storm. It was literally a blizzard, and we had about 17 inches of snow outside of Asheville, and we didn't see, I think it was a week before we saw a plow. So when the sub-zero freezing weather, and I was riding down the road to work. But
we had a minivan that they had a no-show ban, everything, that don't go out. Nobody's going to come rescue you. But somebody came down our road and they got stuck, and it was a minivan, and that thing was completely covered in snow for those full 8 days. Somehow he got out of there, but that vehicle just stayed in the middle of the gravel road for all that time.
Yeah. Well, Arizona Kid, which is Philip, he said, all the snow here keeps us indoors months at a time. So he totally can understand what we're dealing with.
I
missed what he was drinking. Too much, what do you call it? Stimulation or something. I missed the whole thing about what he was drinking, and I'm bummed.
I got up earlier and I put Mr. Turkey, I put Joey away, but my ducks haven't come in yet. So you guys keep chatting. I'm going to go look for my 3 amigos. They are troublemakers. They did not come in tonight.
Do you mind if I take you off and see if somebody else wants to join? And then we'll bring you back on?
I didn't know there was a limit.
I don't know if there is. It shows 3 people. So do you mind if I take you off and let somebody else jump on?
Get me out of there.
Bye.
I gotta
Make sure you come back.
Okay.
All right, let's
Kick me out before everybody sees my big fat butt when I stand up.
I'm trying. I don't want to ruin you here. Hang on.
I don't want to ruin everybody there.
Okay. Okay, great. There we go. Oh, Gail said 5 for free. So I'm wondering if somebody else wants to jump on. I know that Kitchen Garden Therapy is here. Gail's here. Philip and Arizona.
I don't know. I can't chat with Kitchen Garden Therapy, but I have a feeling she's from our old neck of the woods.
Wow.
She says she's going to Wisconsin tomorrow, and I bet you she's pretty close to where we used to live.
Well, let me drop in the invite in there. And in the meanwhile, Gail's having a White Claw. Arizona Kid is starting on his, oh, hang on, I covered it.
Third.
He's starting on his third. Thank you. And Gail said we can have 5 plus ourselves. So that's pretty cool. And Eric was talking earlier about, have you drove your side-by-side in the snow? Is Tom, excuse me, is Tom from On the Plant still here?
Chicago City.
Chicago City. That's where Kitchen Garden is. I wonder if Lisa Colovi will come on.
She's going to Wisconsin. She's got a van. She's going to the area.
Yeah, you would think.
Gail's on her second drink. Rough week. I hear ya.
I feel lame.
Don't mind. That's why we go like this. So
you know, we can jump off so you can have more people on. You know, I hate to hog your screen here.
Well, Gail said we can have 5. So come on in.
Join the party.
It's a party. That's what we're doing. Let's see. Who's going to come on?
I just wanted to tell you this interactive is very nice. This is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it.
I like it.
I feel weird talking to the camera all by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't really planning on this, so I actually hunkered down in my bedroom because all the kids were being loud watching some movie. And so when I first pulled myself, I mean, with what I do at work, I typically position myself so I have good lighting, but I was tired and I didn't feel like getting up.
I can't blame you. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
I'm hoping, I mean, I know we've been busy at work because we've transitioned to a new electronic system. And I guess for lack of a better word, I feel like the answer grape. But I don't have the answers. So I think so you know what I mean? Like, I don't blame people for asking. They're absolutely correct in asking. But I don't know what the answer is. So I know that a lot of us have been really stressed out with that kind of stuff, and we've been trying to do that. And then between running back and forth, Ryan and I tag team about, Ryan does the chores in the morning, I do them in the afternoon. And I'll be honest, that's because I get up right before I need to leave for work. I jump in the shower, I jump in my truck, I go to work. My hair dries on the way to work. I'm not proud, but it's the truth.
You don't put your head out the window, do you?
No, I don't need to. I have an hour. Just open the windows when I get to like Crazy Horse and we're good to go. I literally today, this is what I wore to work because it's casual Friday. But, the other days, and then Ryan, he works a few miles down the road, so it makes things a lot easier. And so, it's almost like having kids, so we communicate all day about, I'm going to be late. Can you get the animals? I'm going to be late. Can you get the animals? Sherman's going to be hungry. Right?
Yeah. I have my schedule is pretty flexible. So I'm able to, hot weather, come home, make sure the animals have water. I come home around lunchtime and make sure everything's good. And then some nights I work late.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, my schedule is definitely flexible. It's only me and one other guy. I work with this old Navy veteran. It's just me and him. We build custom furniture, cabinets, remodel houses, stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
And the guy, he's hilarious. It's more like a comedy show than actually going to work. It's pretty hysterical sometimes. Things that fly out of our mouths.
That's
He was on
awesome.
our chicken processing video. The guy that he works with was on our chicken processing video.
Oh, nice,
yeah.
nice. I got to check
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
I highly recommend the chicken plucker. It works awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we purchased one last year. It was money well spent. I will say that.
Yes.
Very much.
You know what was funny about that was they sent us the thing, and those things are expensive.
Yeah.
But it came with a giant dent in the side.
ugh.
And I figured, for this amount of money, it should be perfect. So Trent contacted them, sent pictures, all that stuff. We'll send you a new drum. Well, a week later, a whole nother machine shows up. So now we got two. Yeah, now we got two of them.
Yep.
So I mean, yeah, you just take the dent and pound it out. It still works. But
Yeah,
for that
yeah.
amount of money, you're ordering something that's supposed to be perfect.
Yeah, we had the
No,
same
next
issue.
fair one.
I was going to say, what's the problem there?
No, we had
No,
the
it
same
was just it was funny. I was expecting another drum. They sent a whole nother machine. So okay.
I mean, I have a problem because that second one is taking up space in my kitchen.
Yeah, I gotta find somewhere to stick that thing.
That's where looks like you can sell it and make half your money back or more.
That's what I said.
I don't know though. With everything going on, I'm kind of scared. That'll be the next thing. There's a shortage of chicken pluckers.
True.
And that's when mine will take a dump on me.
Or like our mattress, the materials to make the chicken.
Oh, yeah.
plucker,
Yeah, it'll be
Our
something
mattress
crazy.
is on back order because apparently there's a shortage with materials and workers.
Yeah, everything's crazy right now. Super crazy. Which is kind of why we do what we do, all of us.
Yeah, that's why we started.
I just want to go to the comments for a minute because I want to make sure I'm including everybody. Freehandly Made is here. Gail said she needs to work on her resume. At Lisa Kalovi was talking about she does the same about communicating back and forth. But this was funny. She said she bikes. Oops, hit the wrong one. Sorry, Arizona kid. Had a YouTube faux pas there. Lisa Kalovi bikes 6 blocks to work. Good for you. That's awesome. Sorry. Let's go back to Arizona Kid because that's interesting. Are they nice and cool and refreshing? Are the Blue Mountains showing, or what are we talking about here? Let's see. Hey, Moonsprouts is here. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, Diesel. I'm going to move him to another county when we do a live.
Your dog and my dog should get together and go bowling.
Yeah, seriously. What you should do is get on your phone. I'll send you the link, and you should go on your phone and show them what Diesel the Weasel there looks like.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He's doing good. He's just a daddy's boy. But I want to go back to this book here. Or did you have something? I cut you off. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
This book here, and let me get rid of that comment because now I'm so amazing at this.
There you go. Hold that. We're going to snap a picture.
Okay, there you go.
Got it.
Okay, now wait a minute. That's who. Wait a minute. I'm trying to fix. Whoa, there we go.
Hello, YouTube.
Okay.
There we go.
Got it.
How's that?
Perfect.
So I got this off Amazon, and the thing that I really like about this book is it's the Backyard Homestead Guide to Raising Farm Animals. And the thing that I liked about it, it was all about choosing the best breeds for small space farming. We have 2 acres, and it's all about efficiency. I don't know if you guys seen our
I agree.
our Khaki Campbell ducks. We literally put them in between 2 buildings to house them. And that was because we don't have room.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to clarify that even the small area, they still have plenty of room for 2. That's the one thing that always concerns me is overcrowding, and I don't think that's fair to the animals. So we try to, utilize as much as we can.
Yeah.
And for two ducks, I think the space is fine, but I wouldn't do any more than that in there.
Yeah, you're right about that. You definitely don't want
I don't know
over.
what happened there. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things. Ryan keeps telling me we're overcrowding, and I'm like, no, we're good.
Well, the only time it gets crowded around here is when we order like 25 meat birds.
Yeah.
They hang out in an old shed we use as a brooder, and then eventually I let them out into the yard and let them kind of free range. I kind of go back and forth between my egg layers and them.
Right.
I don't want to stick them together because they'll fight. But that's the only time it really gets crowded. And I'll tell you what, we ordered from a hatchery last time. I think it was out of Pennsylvania. But I can't tell you how many times I've walked into Tractor Supply and they have the Cornish cross sitting in there, and it's like nobody buys them. I walk in there and say, I want 15 birds. And he's like, oh, no, I'll sell them all to you, but you got to buy them all for 75 cents a piece. And I end up buying like 40 chickens, because it's cheaper to buy 40 than it is to pay full price and buy 10 or 15. Right. So that's happened to me a couple times.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to go down to this comment here you see on the screen. Philip was asking about Blue Collar Homestead, that bowling comment I use.
They need to get together and go bowling.
Oh, that was from Breakfast Club,
Yes.
actually. Yeah. That was from Breakfast Club, the movie.
That's awesome. Well, we got somebody coming in. Kitchen Garden Therapy. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Introduce yourself. Talk about your channel.
Hi, everyone. I'm Slava. My channel is Kitchen Garden Therapy. And I'm originally from Ukraine, but I moved to States 10 years ago. And now I live in Chicago, exactly in the city. So I don't have a lot of land, unfortunately. I have like a 25 by 125 lot. It's a small lot. But I do what I can, My whole backyard is dedicated to my garden because I grew up on a farm. My parents were always growing food. They were growing everything they eat. Like, the only things we were buying was maybe flour, sugar, and oil. The rest of the stuff, we always had pigs, we had chicken, we had a cow. So I grew up, knowing that one day I'll have it on my own. But, it happened that I moved into the city, and a lot of new immigrants moved to the city because it's easier to find a job. It's easier to, learn the language and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got married. My husband is a city boy, so he doesn't know anything about gardening or anything about homesteading. I'm slowly introducing him. Before he was like looking at me like, you sure you can do it? Like, he was, when I was trying to grow seedlings from seed, inside the house under grow lights, and he was like surprised it can be done.
You should check out our video. I built a rack that held like 192 seedlings with grow lights. It was crazy. And I think almost all of them came up except for like 6 or 8.
Yeah.
It's
our very first video.
Yeah.
If you go and check it out, it's a space station.
I actually found all of your channels, so I subscribe right now, and I'll go later check it out.
Awesome.
My first video, I think, was also about seedling.
Awesome. I was going to say Blue Collar, if I remember correctly, and I could have it wrong, so I'm sorry, but did you have the seedlings in the red solo cups?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's the one I showed you.
Yeah.
That was the bomb.com.
I know. I told him he needs to build and market that, especially to like gardening centers, or magazines or something, because people eat that up. But he's stuck on, it's not going to ship well. And I'm like, they'll spend the money.
Well, that thing, it would be expensive. I mean, everybody knows the price of lumber right now is astronomically stupid.
Yeah.
Then you start adding the drawer guides into it and everything else. And that thing was huge. I mean, it's awesome how you can pull the drawer out to water everything. I didn't want to have to be moving lights around and grabbing cups out of it. I had 200 plants in there.
Wow.
So a lot easier that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let's see here. I just want to go back for a minute. We got a few comments. Gail talked about wanting to try to grow under her grow light through the winter. And I can tell you that we do hydroponic lettuce through the winter, and we do a great job. No problem, all year round in South Dakota. So there you go.
Awesome.
One of the really cool things that we found, we really improved our seedling game this year for the first time ever.
Yeah.
In Connecticut, Ryan always said Connecticut had the most fertile soil. So what we ended up doing was he would just pluck it in the ground, set it and forget it. Good to go. South Dakota, not so much. So what we ended up doing was we started growing seedlings in North Carolina. Then we started doing it here. And every time they were leggy. We watched Living Traditions Homestead, and we ended up buying from their Amazon store. And we bought a heat mat, and we bought the grow lights they recommended. And this was the first year we had the most beautiful seedlings ever. So we got that part all set. So we're real excited. So Gail, think about a heat mat. Think about a full spectrum grow light. And Gail, you have my number, so just text me. I will send you all that you need, because that would be awesome. We did such a great job with those grow lights. Diesel's nibbling on my fingers as I'm talking here. Sorry.
Mine actually were not grow lights. They were just shop lights I used from Amazon.
Nice.
And my plants still came out perfect.
Yep.
They came out really good.
I have shop lights too. Yeah, I just put up my like very cheap shop lights from Home Depot. I think they were like $10 for 3 feet long. So I think it's a good price.
Yeah.
And I just put those wire racks and those shop lights. I assembled it together and it worked. I had a lot of seedlings too, not 200, but maybe around 100 or something.
Yeah.
That's still good.
Not
Yeah,
right
still
now.
works.
Yeah, right now.
I mean, a full spectrum?
No, they're just, I don't know. I mean, they're just regular shop lights. So I don't
The
know.
full
either.
spectrum probably does work better, but they are more expensive.
Yeah, they work. And I'm planning in the winter to do microgreens. Let's see how it works.
We're
that's
actually
cool.
contemplating growing cucumbers in that seed rack over the winter. We're going to pull 2 shelves out,
Yeah.
put a giant pan in there, fill it up with soil,
And
put
lettuce.
a chunk of cattle panel in there. Well, of course, we're probably going to have to hand pollinate everything because there ain't no bees. But we're going to try it and see what happens.
Oh, cool.
There are
Awesome.
people who even grow potatoes indoors. Like they grow everything. Carrots. I saw a guy, his channel, he lives in Wisconsin. His channel is Guten Gardening or something like that. And he grows potatoes, carrots indoors. And I was like shocked. I thought, I mean, I know people grow tomatoes and lettuce, but potatoes?
They had carrots inside. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So we've got. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll say the growth season down here in Tennessee is pretty long. So, I mean, I'm going to plant carrots after I pull my onions out. The carrots, I'll probably let them go till around Christmas, you know. So, I mean, we probably have 2 months where it's really cold and everything dies off. But other than that, I mean, you could, if you pick your crops right, you can go for 8 to 10 months, depending on what you got in the ground.
Yep.
That's awesome. I just want to go to the comments. Freehandly Made wanted to know how expensive is a full spectrum grow light. Do you remember?
I'm looking it up right now because we ordered them like last year.
Ours weren't grow lights though.
No, but we still ordered the full spectrum
Yeah, the
light.
full spectrum. I
Cannot
can't
find
remember
them.
how many. There was a bunch because I only used
I
only used 3.
here's what I
I think there was
suggest.
6.
I can't remember, but here's what I suggest. And I remember this is why we did it was Living Traditions Homestead had a link to their Amazon store, and we clicked on the link and we were shopping in there and we saw that it really wasn't that bad. Could you take care of him? Thank you. We saw that it wasn't that bad. So we ordered a bunch, and we happened to have a time where we said, oh, okay, we can do this. This is a good idea. They're really cool. They let off a really wild glow. But I have to admit, they were not super expensive. So we went with it. And then let's see here. Gail talked about doing some potatoes inside. That's really cool. Gail, you going to come on and join us, or are you busy doing something else? I'm wondering. And let's see. Then we've got, gosh, it's gotten hot in here.
It's like it's gone.
It's getting hot in here too.
It is hot in here.
It's getting hot in here.
Maybe we shouldn't finish that song.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep having another drink. No. Freehandly Made said the growing season is very short in here in Montana. Moonsprout said here in South Central Texas we have really long seasons too. Abigail Bland is in here. Said hi, Dad. Hi, Abigail. Welcome.
Wait, what? Is she checking up on me?
There's an Abigail Bland that said hi, Dad. So, and then we've got Lisa Kalovi said, "What's in that drink?" Nothing, just hot. It was really hot today. I can't complain. Where we live, it's about anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees cooler from Rapid City. So it was like 90 in Rapid City today. And I always tell my colleagues at work, I'm like, yeah, it's like 80 or 78 by our house. So come on, Gail. Trying to get Gail to come on or somebody else. But I do like the chatting. I do like this much better because it is very weird when you talk to a screen. I know that one of the lives I was on, I almost started talking to it. And I said, oh my gosh, I got to type, not talk. I got to type. Come on, Eric. You know you've done that. Donna Alford, welcome, welcome, welcome. So want to go back to this for 1 second. What I really like about it, and I'm going to open it up to it. I'm a book hoarder, I'll admit. I like the feel of a good book. I'm all about my electronics and technology, but I really like my books. So this is what's really cool about it is it will tell you, and I'm going to try and get it real close. So it'll give you these plans for laying out your small acreage and what you can have. Ooh, here we go. Can you guys see that okay?
Yeah, that yard looks bigger than ours.
Yeah. Well, we always joked we have 2 acres of useless land.
Hey,
That's what
I am this close to having my front yard full of goats. The only reason I don't do it is because I don't want anybody around here coming and driving by and snatch one of my goats and now it's missing. I'm not going to be happy.
Oh, no, me neither. No, me neither. But here's the thing. You know what I really love about it is that I don't know if you guys watch the pasture videos. Like the pasture video is a pretty big project for us. Okay, we're older. And I always told Ryan, I said, we're finally using useless land because there's such a big drop off from it. And we have the granite rocks here. And so it's really cool because we finally have a place to use. And honestly, we talked about putting goats down there for lawnmowers. So we don't have goats, but we put up the fence, even though the pigs are there. We said, hey, we're going to put them in there. Just want to go to the chat for a minute. So we got Moon Sprouts is in Blanco County, north of San Antonio. Freehandly Made Au loves books. Yeah, me too. I have this book affair. It's really bad. I have workbooks. I have tons of farm books. It's out of control. MT Homestead is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here from Oklahoma. What's that?
I collect books too. I have a ton of different books on gardening, on herbalism, because I'm an herbalist. So I have really a lot of books and I can't stop buying them. Like I want more. I want all of them.
Yeah, we really I love books. I drive Ryan nuts and I have like these like 3 or 4 totes in it's in his way. Let's just call it what it is. And so he turned around and he's like, can you go through these workbooks and either bring them to work? Because I do mental health and addiction treatment. So he's like, can you bring them to work or can you get rid of them or something? And I'm like, yeah, no, we're good.
No.
I just want them so I can have my books.
You know what, though? If something ever happened, we're not going to have the internet or YouTube or anything like that. Those books are going to come in extremely handy when you need them the most.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You never know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. And I see we've got Gail Southern Living said, I have gardening books. Arizona Kid keeps saying, go, Gail, go. But I know Gail has a live tonight. We got to get MT Homestead. I want everybody to go, come on, Mike and Terry.
Come on, Mike and Terry.
Come on, Mike and Terry. I put the link in there. I'm going to put it in the for you.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
I am going to hop off because my feed is really bad right now, so I can't keep up with any of the chat. So I'm going to slide off, and hopefully getting off the camera and Mike will free up a little bit of something.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
Yes, very nice to meet everybody.
Have a good night.
Take it easy.
All right.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you as always. I'll check out your video.
Oh, yeah. Hey, wait until you see that pig. It's a
I
big
will. I can't wait.
All right. I'm going to slide over to the other page and see if I can still keep up with you, though.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
I think Lisa Colovi should also come on. We should make Lisa and Colovi come on. She's saying goodbye, Erica, but she's not joining. Don't you guys go anywhere.
We're here.
I don't know. I'm going to run to the fridge.
Oh, I get that. Hang on. I'm going to put it down there again. Come on, Lisa Colovi. April ditched us. She didn't come back. All right. So, you ready for this?
All right. Do it.
Surprise giveaway.
Oh,
boy.
I got one Amazon gift card.
what do you want?
Are you ready for this? First person to answer, because I'm going to do this Arizona Kid style.
All right.
First person to type in the chat box, what is the name of our supervisor, wins a $25 gift card to Amazon.
I don't know.
Who is our supervisor when we do projects?
I feel like Gail is gonna win.
All right, well, let's see who gets it. Philip said no idea.
Me either.
Think back. Bland said, so let's see. Moonsprout said Tom. Wrong answer, sorry. Donna Alfred said Sherman. Sorry, wrong answer. Bland's Promise Ranch said Ryan. No. Oh, Lisa Colovi wins it. Diesel. Lisa, tell everybody who Diesel is.
You're dumb. I'm
waiting for Lisa to type. Lisa Colovi wins it. Now Country Mama comes in. Oh, I'm sorry. So Lisa Colovi wins it. We're going to give a $25 gift card to Lisa Colovi. Yes, our bulldog. So Lisa, I have your email. I'm going to send you a $25 gift card to Amazon. Give her a round of applause.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Congratulations. We wanted to do a surprise giveaway. We've had like 13 people in here. We've been on for almost an hour and a half, and we're really excited. And I just wanted to thank everybody for coming tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is awesome. I started coming on lives like a week ago. I think last week Gail had me, and that was my first time. I was so nervous, so afraid, because I've never done lives before. But now anytime I see live, I want to join. It's amazing.
We've never gone live
We've
ever.
never gone live.
This is our first time going live on anything ever. So you're not alone.
Nice.
It's fun. I race home on Tuesday nights to do Ridge Life. Tim at Ridge Life. I hope you guys watch him. It's a great channel.
I do occasionally. I watch his channel.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, I don't think he's not too far from us.
No,
I don't think so either. Are you able to give a location that's comfortable for you? Think about it for a minute. If you're not, that's okay.
Well, we live in West Tennessee. We're like right up in the northwest corner, right where Missouri, Arkansas, and Tennessee all join. I mean, Missouri's about 20 minutes from here.
Same with Kentucky,
wow.
Yeah, Kentucky's close too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're about 2 hours north of Memphis.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I was just responding to some folks on the chat, but I just want to tell you guys thank you. We are super excited.
Well, thanks for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. We all have to support each other, and we really believe in that whole thing. So hope everybody will join us every week on our Friday Night Live. We hope to do this because we really had a lot of fun. I don't if for some of you, if you've done lives, talking to yourself for an hour, I mean, you're talking to people, don't get me wrong. And I'm not trying to say that the wrong way, but when you're talking to a computer screen and you're not looking at the people, it's kind of challenging.
Yeah, it's a little weird at first.
It is. And I jumped on the Gail's last week, and Gail Southern Living, I owe it all to her because I jumped onto hers and I was talking with her and Philip at Arizona Kid. And I said, it's really cool when you can see people's faces. So
yeah.
That's why I don't do lives yet on my own channel, because I'm afraid no one will show up.
Hey, you don't know you try. You got to try. That's all.
Well, I only have like something subscribers, so I'm afraid that no one will watch it. Nobody will want to like join, and I'll be just staring at the screen the whole time.
We don't have a whole lot of subscribers yet either. So
yeah,
I mean,
I just subscribed to you, by the way.
We just started
Thank
this
you.
a couple months back.
We had thought the same thing when we started. Is like, who's going to watch this? Because I was kind of skeptical myself. I'm like, I don't know about this, but yeah, for me, it's taken me a little while, and I pop in and out, but I do enjoy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, you know what? Some of these people want to get a YouTube channel and become rich and famous and all that, and that might happen. It might not. But on the upside, you got all these family videos that are out there for you to watch whenever you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you guys been doing this?
Since November, we started. In fact, the first couple of videos were the worst ever. Because I wasn't really serious.
Yeah, our first chicken processing video for one.
Everyone's first videos are like that.
Well, you know what I ended up doing? I'm going to be honest. I had no idea about this. So what I ended up doing was I did a bunch of pictures for processing videos, and I put it up, and I remembered getting all these dislikes, and I was like, wow, that's pretty rude. And so, but we kept going, and we really, the YouTube community is so welcoming and so just really awesome. And I've really enjoyed the bonding, and it's worth every effort, and we really feel passionate about it.
Yeah. I enjoy,
Okay.
For what knowledge I guess we give, or some of the stuff we do. If somebody learns something from it, I guess that's enough for me.
Well, that's just it, though. I mean, that's kind of the thing with the whole homesteading community and all these channels. Everybody does something different. I mean, some of the stuff in our garden, we actually learned from Living Traditions, too. Yep. I mean, the ground cover they use, we use that, too. We won't garden without it.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's a huge difference.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I do it for my kids mainly because I'm afraid, they won't have any, like, it's better to learn from your parents. I learned from my parents, and I figured if I document it, like I film it and I put it on YouTube, my kids are the generation of YouTube. Like that's all they watch.
Yeah.
So that's the best way to teach them if I have a channel. And they do watch my videos. They're like the first audience.
Yeah, for sure.
Just upload it, go watch, and that's what they do. And they tell me, "Mommy, you said something wrong," and I'm like, okay. Because my English is not perfect, and they always correct me.
Your English is perfect. I think Ryan's English needs some work because sometimes he's got some colorful language, and I tell him, I don't know, one of our videos I kept it in, but otherwise I've always said, I'm like, can you stop doing that? I know I got to edit that out.
Hey, I work in construction. You know how hard it is for me to not say anything on these videos?
Yeah.
You can hear the stuff that flies out of my mouth during the day when we're at work. You couldn't put that anywhere.
Yeah. I struggle with the same thing.
Yeah.
I got the same problem. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Funny last story, and I'm going to close it on this, but you were talking kitchen garden therapy. You were talking about you're the country person or the person who grew up on the farm, and your husband's the city boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up in the rural part of Connecticut. Worked on several farms. My family owned a sawmill, which I worked on, and then I met Lisa, who is from Queens, New York. Probably the farthest away you can get from rural living. But she's really taken a liking to what we were doing, and yeah, she loves doing it. So I guess the point is anyone can do it. I guess if Lisa can.
Exactly.
Tell them what do you always say it is? You're the
Lisa's the researcher, the one that looks for all the detail. I'm just the one that gets it done.
And I'm the one who finds the pigs.
Yeah.
If I want the pigs, I'm getting the pigs. Ryan gets a text at work that says, "Oh, by the way, should we get 2?" And he said, of course, he's busy. And he goes, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And then he goes, "Do we have 2 pigs now?" Yeah. In fact, now we have 5.
That's when he says, "Oh man, Mama brought home the bacon."
Yeah, that's what I say.
He's waiting for those slow coonies to grow out because the breeding stock that we have, he's he's used to more the Maggie and Winston, which are Mangalitsa, Duroc, and Berkshire crosses, and he's the one that I snuck in 2 girl pigs when April was here because he was busy, and and he said, "Okay, fine." So now he's got some slow growing coonies coming in, but apparently it's going to be good marbled bacon, is what I hear.
I heard they're excellent pigs.
Yeah, and that's the good news is we should have a resource for a while. So I guess that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Do you guys process the pigs yourself?
Well, that's a good question.
Well, I'm just saying, Living Traditions has a video where they process one and they cut it up and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. When I was younger, growing up, yeah, we did process pigs, cows, and chickens. But given time constraints, I did try to. There's a meat processing facility, probably about 45 minutes south of us. I tried to, as soon as we got the pigs, I called them to get a date, and this was in early February, and they were already booked for the year.
Yeah, we're hearing that 1.5 years out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on a wait list there, but I do have the knowledge and the tools to do it myself, and we may do that. It would just be timing because we don't have a cooler,
right,
to chill the meat, so we'd have to do it in late November, early December to be able to do it correctly.
If you do decide to do that, make sure you put a video on that. I would love to see that.
Yeah,
we would.
Oh, actually here, MT Homestead, which is my Creekside Maples, has a good pig processing video. Good to know. I'm hoping to have a birthing video. I'm more excited about that than the processing.
That'll be next year.
Yeah. But, well, we are, hey, Hooper's Mayhem. Welcome. Appreciate you. Well, it is well over 1.5 hours. We don't want to take much more of your time. We just want to thank everybody for coming in. We really, really appreciate all of you who are here. Really great channels. I'm going to try to put all the links in the description so that way everybody knows to go there. If I miss anybody, I don't get offended. I'm on Instagram, Yogi Hollow Farm. Feel free to direct message me or even comment on the video and say, "Hey, Lisa, you forgot me." I'm not going to be offended. I'll put it on there. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us, and best of luck to all you and your homesteading adventures.
For you guys too, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys rock. Thank you so much. Thanks to Downtown 66, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, Blue Collar Homestead, Kitchen Garden Therapy, Gail Southern Living, Arizona Kid, Hooper's Mayhem Aussie Style, Freehandly Made Au. Want to make sure I don't forget some folks.
You forgot Erica.
Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Lisa Kalovi. April was here earlier. She ditched us, by the way. Country Mama Musings. So again, if I miss anybody, please feel free to direct message me and I won't be offended, okay?
Yeah, beat her up as much as you can. Is that
all right, well, we'll see y'all next week. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.